Hello and welcome to all viewers in Nigeria and around the world to the world of news, midday news on global television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Godwin Sunday. A quick reminder that global television is on DSTV channel 365 and StarTimes channel 276. You can download the Global TV Nigerian mobile app for Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcasts. And now to the news in details. The Nigerian Meteorological Agency has warned of severe heat stress in Gombe State and 17 other northern states. The other states are Borno, Maiduguri, Borno, Adamawa, Taraba, Yobe, Bauchi, Jigawa, Kano, Katsina, Kaduna, Zamfara, Sokoto, Kebbi, Niger, Kogi, Nasarawa, Benue, and the Federal Capital Territory. This is contained in its weather outlook release and made available in Gombe by the Meteorological Manager Gaius Musa for Gombe State. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has destroyed 1.6 million kilograms of assorted illicit drugs. The agency said this was the largest single volume of narcotics ever destroyed at once in the agency's history. The illicit substance destroyed included 123 kilograms of cocaine, 46.8 kilograms of heroin, 1.4 million kilograms of cannabis, 148,000 kilograms of codeine syrup, 3,244.26 kilograms of tramadol, 1,544 kilograms of squishes, and 111 kilograms of methamphetamine, among others. The United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs has announced plans to cut 20% of its global workforce due to a $58 million funding shortfall, listing Nigeria among 10 countries to be affected. OCHA's chief Tom Fletcher reviewed this in a note to staff after the United States, its largest contributor and donor, slashed its annual contribution of $63 million, which would have covered 20% of the agency's 2025 budget. President Bola Tinubu has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to boosting economic growth, job creation, and regional integration through strategic partnership and infrastructure. Speaking through the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, at the official commissioning of the African Trade Center in Abuja, President Tinubu described the newly inaugurated facility as a vital step towards enhancing trade capacity and fostering unity across the continent. Kika Lomo Okere has details.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who was represented by the Secretary at the official commissioning of the African Trade Center in Abuja, says the Africa Trade Center will play a pivotal role in unlocking new jobs opportunity, reducing unemployment and strengthening national by bridging regional divides and fostering collaboration across various sectors. According to him, the initiative will help in achieving Nigeria's long-term development goals and positioning the country as a major economic force within Africa and globally.
This occasion, which is symbolized in the commissioning of this building, is actually a realization of a bold vision for Africa's economic future. The AAT system is a testament to the power of collaboration, resilience, and forward-thinking leadership. It is more than a physical structure. It is a beacon of innovation, power, entrepreneurship, and catalyst for sustainable development.
One built on hope and determination. Like the other AATCs, the Abuja AATC will serve a multi-purpose goal. It will serve as a platform for fostering deeper regional and continental integration, and has a Flexing Bank's permanent regional office.
The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, and the Minister of Trade, Industry and Investment, Dr. Jumoke Uduwole, highlighted the current economic challenges facing the country, pointing out that Nigeria is grappling with the heightened financial risk and macroeconomic pressures. They further expressed confidence that the Africa Trade Center will serve as a hub for promoting intra-Africa trade, reducing reliance on import from outside the continent, and facilitating the seamless exchange of goods and services among African nations. The minister added that the AATC will attract both local and international investors, injecting much needed capital into the Nigerian economy, as well as creating a ripple effect that benefits other African economies.
A symbol of partnership, integration, and prosperity for the African continent.
This center is not just for Afreximbank or policymakers. It's for our youth, hungry for knowledge and innovation, our women-owned businesses building legacies with limited access, our MSMEs trying to move from survival to skill, our exporters daring to compete globally.
All officials reiterated the federal government's dedication to supporting initiatives that drives economic inclusion, improve livelihoods, and position Nigeria as a gateway for trade and innovation in Africa. Kike Lomo Okeri, Global Television News.
The Policy and Legal Advocacy Center, PLAC, has launched a report with title From Ballot to Court, Analysis of Election Petition Litigation from 2023 General Election. The report is aimed at resolving issues on electoral crisis. Our correspondent was there and he reports. The Chairman Senate Committee on Independent National Electoral Commission, who was represented by the Clerk of the Senate Committee on INEC, Fayambe Philip, urged the political stakeholders to support the idea of settling all electoral rancor, dissatisfaction and grievance before fixing a day for swearing in. He explained that with the political issue being resolved before swearing in will help fixing the challenges in courts.
The Joint Committee on Electoral Matters has held several retreats across some geopolitical zones in Nigeria. And one of the major input received and discussed is that all election litigation should be concluded before the swearing in of any candidate. If this is adopted, the amended will resolve unnecessary.
In his goodwill address, the chairman of INEC, Mahmoud Yakub, who was represented by Tanimu Inuwa, Director Litigations and Prosecutions, INEC, pledged the Commission's commitment in strengthening electioneering process in Nigeria.
Asked me to assure PLAC that the Commission is always ready to continue to partner with PLAC towards making our electoral administration seamless. The Commission also wanted to inform the public that it is doing everything possible to enhance the electoral integrity in Nigeria. Hence, the introduction of card reader machine, VIVAS, and it is currently understudying the performance of the VIVAS with a view to improving its performance come 2027.
The highlight of the event is the unveiling of the published report on election litigation, which ushered in a new narrative in electoral discussions. Godwin Sunday, reporting for Global Television News. To celebrate the power of the press and the resilience of journalists, the Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ, FCT Council, has announced a historic Guinness World Record attempt for the longest interview marathon. The event, tagged Nigerian Our Strength, will be held from April 17th to April 20th, 2025. Sharon Ajay completes the story.
Speaking at a press conference ahead of the event, Media advocate and event host Livinus Chibuike Victor emphasized the critical role journalists play in promoting transparency, challenging power, and giving a voice to the voiceless. He says the 72-hour interview marathon, which is part of this year's World Press Freedom Celebrations, aims to spotlight the enduring role of journalists in building democratic societies.
Professional journalism remains a vital defense against disinformation and manipulation. This press release underscores a call to protect press freedom, invest in quality journalism, stop the harassment of journalists, and recognize the indispensable role of journalists in fostering open societies.
Chairperson of the NUJFCT Council, Comrade Grace Ike, says the initiative will serve as a platform for introspection, growth, and advocacy for press freedom, as well as improved welfare for media professionals. She noted that the media landscape is evolving rapidly, and while technology opens new frontiers for storytelling and audience engagement, it also poses challenges such as misinformation and erosion of trust. Comrade Ike also stressed that press freedom is not a privilege but a pillar of democracy, adding that defending this freedom is the shared responsibility of journalists, policymakers, and the public.
Press freedom is not a privilege. It is a fundamental pillar of democracy, and protecting this freedom is our collective responsibility as journalists, policymakers, and citizens of the world. The media landscape is evolving, no doubt. Technology has opened new frontiers for storytelling, access to information, and engagement with audiences. Yet, it also presents challenges: the spread of misinformation, the weaponization of fake news, and the erosion of public trust in the media.
The upcoming record attempt will feature conversations with thought leaders, policy influencers, and the public on issues ranging from governance and human rights to climate change and education. The NUJFCT Council hopes it will catalyze stronger protections for journalists and a renewed commitment to ethical journalism. Sharon Ajay reporting for Global TV News.
In a heartfelt gesture of support, the Minister of Women Affairs and Social Development, Iman Suleiman Ibrahim, presented a 1 million naira check at a fully furnished apartment for 2 years to a survivor of gender-based violence and her mother, Rebecca Isang. The presentation took place at the ministry's headquarters in Abuja, where the minister reaffirmed the government's commitments to protecting survivors of abuse and restoring dignity of overall rehabilitation.
Today, we mark the transition.
Overall rehabilitation.
Today, we mark the transition into a more stable phase of reintegration. The ministry has secured and furnished safe accommodation for the family for 2 years and is empowering the mother with a 1 million grant to start a business, supporting their journey. Supporting their journey towards self-reliance. The survivor has also been enrolled into school to continue her education upon resumption. Upon the resumption of the third-time academic session. We extend our deep appreciation to the Safe Haven Foundation for their unwavering partnership and to His Excellency, President Bola Tinubu, GCFR, whose renewed hope agenda continues to prioritize the protection and development of women, children, families, and vulnerable groups across the country.
The ministry also assured that the girl will receive free counseling, continuous medical attention, and education support. It is part of a broader commitment to protect and empower survivors of abuse across the country. While speaking to journalists, the girl's guardian spoke on the rape antecedent.
For 2 years ago, I don't have money to pay for house because our father lived as a born baby girl. So I don't have money to pay for house. Then one woman directs me, take me to one elderly man. So then the man now help us for the house. So we are living there, we are staying there. I don't know, when I went to work in the morning before 5, the man will enter and carry towel and cover her mouth and rape her. So the man give her HIV. Then when they do the test, the doctor do the test, but the man, they ask the man. The man said the sickness they in body for 26 years. And is that sickness he used to kill his wife. And he give many children and 3 die after 3 months. So They put him inside. The children use money and bail him.
While the scars may take time to heal, today's gesture is a reminder that survivors are not forgotten and that every act of support brings them one step closer to reclaiming their future. Godwin Sunday, reporting for Global Television News. The Nigerian Center for Disease Control and Prevention has listed 1,277 persons for follow-up over the possibility of being infected with Lassa fever. This follows the center recording 659 confirmed cases out of 3,779 suspected cases and 122 deaths in 13 weeks from January to March 30th, 2025. A report obtained from the NCDC indicated that no fewer than 18 states across the country have recorded Lassa fever cases, with Ondo, Bauchi, and Edo State being the most affected. The report shows that the contacts under follow-up number 1,277, while the contacts that have completed follow-up total 1,448. In line with the operational directives and the strategic vision of the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, Jet 2 was tackling violent crimes, dismantling criminal networks, and enhancing public safety across the country. The Nigerian Police Force says it has recorded significant breakthroughs in recent operations conducted in Kaduna State. Ogochukwu Mobono completes the story.
First Public Relations Officer ACP Olumiyiwa Adejobi says, in a remarkable feat of interagency collaboration and strategic intelligence deployment, operatives of the Kaduna State Police Command's anti-kidnapping unit, in conjunction with the Office of the National Security Advisor, successfully rescued 17 victims who had been abducted on 3rd March 2025 from Serikin Power, Niger State. Adejobi noted that the operation was achieved through a non-kinetic approach, leveraging intelligence-led policing and interagency synergy to address security challenges.
In a remarkable feat of interagency collaboration and strategic intelligence deployment, operatives of the Kaduna State Police Command Anti-Kidnapping Unit, in conjunction with the Office of the National Security Advisor, successfully rescued 17 victims who had been abducted on 3rd March 2025 from Serikin Power in Niger State. This operation, notably achieved through a non-kinetic approach, evidences the commitment of the IGP to leveraging intelligence-led policing and interagency synergy to address security challenges.
Adejobi noted that all rescued individuals were promptly taken to the police clinic in Kaduna for medical examination and have been certified to be in stable and sound health. Adding that on the same day, 9th April 2025, operatives of the anti-kidnapping unit acting on credible intelligence intercepted a commercial Volkswagen Charan vehicle at the Kawa Central Motor Park in Kaduna. During preliminary interrogation, the suspect confessed that he was instructed by a union member to deliver the firearms to an unidentified individual in Kaduna. A full-scale investigation has been launched to dismantle the arms trafficking network and bring all perpetrators to book.
Upon thorough search, officers discovered 21 fabricated AK-47 rifles concealed in the vehicle. The suspect, identified as Jamiu Sulaiman, a 27-year-old male resident of Rafin Guza in Kaduna, was arrested and is currently in custody, helping us carry out our investigation.
During the exchange of gunfire, 2 of the robbers were neutralized, while others fled towards the nearby hills. 2 other injured suspects were apprehended and taken to the Umaru Musa Yar'Adua Memorial Hospital, Sabon Wuse, for treatment. Unfortunately, one of them was later confirmed dead, while the other is alive and currently assisting the police with further investigation. The first public relations officer says efforts are ongoing to apprehend the fleeing members of the gang and bring them to justice. You are watching the live broadcast of Midday News.
When Midday News returns, FG inaugurates subcommittee to assess impact of U.S. tariff on Nigerian economy. Details coming shortly, plus foreign and sports story on the other side of this break. Please stay with us.
Do you know that global television can be watched in Nigeria and all over the world?
Download the Global TV Nigerian mobile app for Android and iOS devices to watch global television real-time from around the world. What are you waiting for?
Start downloading and stay connected to global television.
Welcome back. In business, the federal government has set up a subcommittee to thoroughly investigate and evaluate the potential economic impact of the recent tariff measures announced by the United States government, particularly considering the indirect effect on Nigerians' fiscal position and global oil market development. This was disclosed in a press statement signed by Mohammed Manga, the Director of Information and Public Relations at the Federal Ministry of Finance. According to the statement, the economic management team, chaired by the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, convened an urgent meeting earlier this week with key ministries and agencies. On the foreign scene, in a significant step to strengthening diplomatic ties between Nigeria and the People's Republic of China, Minister of Foreign Affairs Ambassador Yusuf Maitama Tuga received His Excellency Yung Chuhua, Vice Chairman of the CPPCC, at the ministry headquarters in Abuja. This visit underscores the robust diplomatic relations between Nigeria and China, built on mutual respect and shared developmental goals. Our correspondent was there and he reports. High-level meeting focused on deepening cooperation between both countries, especially in areas of trade, infrastructure, technology, and people-to-people relations. Discussions also touch on global and regional development, South-South cooperation, and the enhancement of mutual strategic interests. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Yusuf Maitama Tuga, reaffirmed Nigeria's commitment to fostering stronger relations with China, highlighting the importance of continued collaboration for sustainable development.
We congratulate China for successful hosting of FOCAC, and we thank you for the continuing partnership in actualizing our ambition of infrastructure development, increase.
In the world of sport, Bayelsa United extended their unbeaten run to 7 matches in all competitions with a 3-0 victory over out-of-form Shooting Stars at the Samson Siasia Stadium in Yanagua. The Prosperity Boys made their intentions clear early in the match day 33 opener of the 2024-2025 Nigerian Premier Football League season, dominating possession and carving out opportunities from the opening minutes. An early effort from Yusuf Issa in the 17th minute forced a straightforward save from the Shooting Stars goalkeeper Mustafa Lawal before Kehinde Malik tested him again shortly afterwards with a half volley. And that's it on Global TV Midday News. A quick reminder that Global TV is on DSTV channel 365 and StarTimes channel 276. Kindly follow us across all our social media platforms now showing on your screen using at Global TV NG. You can download the Global TV Nigerian app for Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcasts. I am Godwin Sunday. Thank you for watching.